Imagine this. You're a Power Platform admin, and your development team deploys solutions from development environment to test to prod without manual exports or imports. With automated pipelines, developers trigger deployments in one click, while you maintain full control, governance, and visibility. No environment chaos. No human errors. In this video, I'll show you exactly how automated Power Platform pipelines work end-to-end, and how you can set them up for your team. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll show you how to deploy Power Platform solutions automatically using Power Platform pipelines. In this session, I'll show you how to automatically deploy a Copilot Studio agent using Power Platform pipelines. So let's get started. To deploy your Power Platform solutions using pipelines, it's recommended to work with at least 3 environments, typically dev, test, or UAT, and prod. However, since I'm working inside a trial tenant, I'm unable to create multiple environments. So for this demo, I'll be using just 2, my default environment, which I'll treat as the development environment, and a trial environment, which I'll treat as the target or prod environment. In this walkthrough, we'll deploy a solution from the development environment to the trial environment using Power Platform pipelines. This is my default environment that I'll use as a development environment. And this is my trial environment that I'll use as a target or prod environment. Using the Power Platform automated pipeline, I'll deploy my solution from the dev environment to this environment. The solution will have at least one custom Copilot Studio agent. In a trial tenant, you can create a sample trial environment for testing. Just go to the Power Platform Admin Center, select Environments, New, then name your environment. Set it as a managed environment and enable Dataverse. This gives you a proper setup for trying out pipeline deployments. That's how I already created my trial environment. In my setup, I currently have 2 environments in my Power Platform tenant. For this demo, I'll install the Power Platform Pipelines app in my default environment, and as an admin, I'll configure the deployment pipeline there. Once the pipeline is configured, I'll switch to my developer account and run the deployment using the same pipeline. To enable this, we must assign the correct security roles to the developer account, which I'll show next. However, in real-time enterprise scenarios, this setup is usually different. Organizations typically create a separate, dedicated host environment specifically for installing the Power Platform Pipelines app. This host environment acts as the orchestrator between all other environments, such as dev, test, UAT, and prod. It centrally manages pipeline configurations, security, and permissions for both administrators and makers. In this demo environment, I'm using my default environment as the host, but in production-grade implementations, a dedicated host environment is highly recommended. Since I'm working within a trial tenant, I have some limitations. So, I'll install the Power Platform Pipelines app directly in my default environment. And for this demo, I'll treat the default environment as my host environment as well. Now, let me assign the correct security roles in both the source and target environments. These roles are required for the pipeline administrator and the pipeline deployment user, so that each account has the appropriate permissions to configure and run the pipeline. First, I've opened my target environment, my prod environment for this demo. From here, I'm going into Settings and then navigating to the Users and Permissions section. This is my demo developer user, and for this account I need to assign security role. Navigating to Manage Security Roles. I need to assign System Customizer role. If the correct roles aren't assigned, the automated export and import steps in the pipeline will fail. That's why, for the developer account, I need to assign the System Customizer role in every target environment. This role ensures the developer has the required privileges to successfully run the deployment. Next, I'll switch to my pipeline host environment, which in this demo is my default development environment. I opened my default environment, went to Settings, Users, and Permissions, and selected my admin account. For the admin account, I need to assign the Deployment Pipeline Administrator Security role. Similarly, For the developer account, I need to assign the deployment pipeline user role. If you're using a separate host environment, make sure to assign the required permissions in the same way. With that, I've completed the user permissions and security role configuration. Now, I'm going to install the Power Platform pipelines app in my default environment. I'll show you how you can install the Power Platform Pipelines app. From the left side Manage pane, you will see the Dynamics 365 apps link. Click on that. Then search with the pipeline text. Then you will see this app, Power Platform Pipelines. Then click on the Install option. Next, select the environment. We want to install this app. In this example, I'm selecting the default environment. Then, check the box to agree to the terms and services. If you're using a separate host environment, make sure to select that instead. The installation is now in progress, and it usually takes a couple of minutes to complete. Once the installation finishes successfully, go to the Power Apps Maker portal, where you'll find the Deployment Pipeline Configuration app. I've opened the Power Apps Maker portal from my default development environment, which also serves as my pipeline host environment. Let me navigate to the Apps menu from this environment. There we can see the Deployment Pipeline Configuration Model-Driven app. Open this app. Then you need to play this app. In the Pipeline Setup section, select Environments to configure your deployment environments. I've already configured both the source and target environments for the deployment. This is my DEV environment. Here the trial environment is being used as the PROD target environment. These are the two deployment environments that I've configured for this demo. Let me show you how to configure a new deployment environment. Click on the New menu. Name your deployment environment something clear and meaningful, such as DEV. Select the environment type as Development. Then need to pass your DEV environment ID. You can find the environment ID in the Power Platform Admin Center on the Selected Environments Details page. First, I'll copy the environment ID from my default DEV environment, and then from the trial PROD environment. This is my default environment ID. I'll just copy it. Then I'll pass this ID here. That's it. Just click on the Save and Close button. Similarly, I have configured my target deployment environment. You need to name your target environment something like PROD. Select the environment type as Target Environment. Then you need to pass your target environment ID. Open your target environment. Copy the environment ID and pass it to the target deployment configuration page, then save it. This is how I created and configured both the source and target deployment environments. Once you've configured the deployment environments, the next step is to set up the deployment pipeline. For this, click on the Pipelines menu. Click on the New menu. Name your pipeline something like Copilot Deployment from DEV to PROD. Once the pipeline is created, save it, and then move on to configuring the deployment stages. Open your pipeline you just created. Then go to the Linked Development Environment section. In this section, link your development environments to the pipeline. Click the three-dot menu to access more options. Click on the Add Existing Deployment Environment. Select your development environment. This is my development environment for this demo. Once the linked development environment configuration is complete, move on to configuring the deployment stages. Since the deployment pipeline is already created, I'll open it and walk you through the required configuration. Here, give your deployment stage a meaningful name, such as Deploy to Trial PROD Environment. The deployment pipeline is automatically mapped. Select your target deployment environment ID. For this demo, I've selected here PROD for Demo Trial Environment. My PROD for Demo Trial Environment is mapped to the target deployment environment ID. Since this is the first deployment stage and the deployment starts from the DEV environment, there's no need to select a previous deployment stage. When your pipeline includes multiple deployment stages, You need to define the previous deployment stage for each one. For example, DEV to test, test to UAT, UAT to pre-prod, and finally pre-prod to prod. For this demo, I'll keep this empty. Since there isn't a previous deployment stage configured, keep the rest of the configurations as is. I've completed the deployment stage configuration. Now, I'll go back to the pipeline and show you how to share it with your development team or specific users. Select your deployment pipeline. Then click on the Share menu. From here, you can select specific users or choose the development team. Keep in mind, this is a Power Platform team. Make sure to assign only read permission to this pipeline. Finally, click the Share button. This is a critical step because your development team cannot see or use the deployment pipeline unless it's shared. Next, I'll sign into the Power Apps Maker portal using a developer account with lower-level security roles. From the DEV environment, I'll run the pipeline. And this is where the demo gets really interesting. I hope you're finding this demo useful. If you'd like to appreciate my effort, you can show your support through Super Thanks or by joining the channel membership. Your support makes it possible for me to keep producing new content on Power Platform and Copilot Studio. And don't forget to subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. Now let me continue with the demo. I have already created a demo solution. I'll use that for this pipeline deployment demo. To create a new solution, you need to click on the New Solution menu from the solution screen. Next, give your solution a meaningful name and select the appropriate publisher. Just save it, and that's it. And that's how I created my Copilot Studio demo solution. I'll just open my solution. In my solution, I've just created a new Copilot Studio agent. Here you can add your existing agent as well. This is the agent I have created, which is part of my solution. To deploy your agent through the pipeline, the agent must be included inside a solution. So make sure it's added before running the deployment. Now what I'll do is I'll deploy the solution. Before deploying, I need to publish all customizations. I'll just click on this Publish All Customizations. This process may take anywhere from a few seconds to a few minutes, depending on the number of customizations. We can now see that all customizations have been published successfully. Remember, I'm now using my developer account. I'm logged in as a developer, not an admin. Now, I'll select my solution and click the Deploy button. I'll now be able to select the pipeline that I created earlier using my admin account. Yes, this is my pipeline. I'll just select it. Since I've already run this pipeline before, I can now see the previous run details. You can now click on this Deploy Here button. You can choose to run the pipeline now or schedule it to run later. Then click on the next button. This is the validation step. It may take a few minutes. If any issues are found, you'll see an error. If validation succeeds, you can go ahead and deploy your solution. Yes, my solution has passed validation successfully. Now I'll just click on the Deploy button. My solution is now being deployed to the target prod environment. This process typically takes a few minutes to complete while the pipeline is running. Let me show you the run history logs from the previous execution, so you can see exactly what information is available to a developer. Here, you can see the deployment start time, end time, pipeline stage details, version information, and much more. Yes, my solution has been deployed successfully. We can see the last successful deployment status with the date and time. You can see the pipeline execution log details from the run history. Now, I'll switch to my target environment to verify whether the solution has been deployed successfully. I'm switching to my target environment. I am in my target environment. I can see that my custom Copilot Studio demo solution was deployed here just a minute ago. As this is a managed solution, direct editing isn't allowed, which is expected behavior in the Power Platform. I can see that my Copilot Studio agent also came here. Let me open it. The agent opened successfully, and it's working as expected. Now, I logged into the pipeline host environment using my admin account. As an admin, you can view the complete run history for all your pipelines. This serves as the administrative view for monitoring pipeline activity. The pipeline run history shows all deployment runs, including status, environments, stages, and detailed logs. This view helps admins monitor deployments and troubleshoot any issues. You can also visualize pipeline run history by viewing the logs in a chart format. You can also view the active deployment artifacts associated with each pipeline run. You can also view both the managed and unmanaged solution zip files here. Automated pipelines in Power Platform streamline solution deployments, reduce manual errors, improve consistency across environments, and provide better visibility and control over the entire deployment process. That's all for today. I hope this demo was helpful. If you enjoyed the video, please like it and subscribe to the channel. In the next video, I'll cover how to deploy Copilot Studio solutions automatically using Azure DevOps CI/CD pipeline. Don't forget to check out the Copilot Studio Masterclass playlist at the end of this video, designed for beginners to advanced users with real-world examples. Until then, stay tuned, and thanks for watching.